Of course, if you're just joining us, the lower bracket, T1 versus Beastcoast best of 3. Winner of this will face off PSG LGD, which obviously playing with Zhao 8 as their mid, but it's not like he's played poorly, but obviously just doesn't feel like the same team that we're used to seeing. Is Whisper and company looking towards Whitemon here. Ooh. Could be enough damage. Indeed it is with that Scatter Blast. Whisper actually gets credit for that one.
He gets max farm as well, cutting the wave, pushing, doing what he can to apply pressure whenever Karl moves into the jungle.
Oh, we're going to see the skewer into the RP with Schofield on the sideline. They don't have that much damage, but a lot of lockdown. Schofield taking most of the damage, in fact, is Karl turning it around with the help of Mr. Zephyr.
Kind of used their one shot to dive in middle, but outside of their 5-position Pango, nobody's really great at rolling. Yeah, he's just dead.
Chronosphere. Karl's got his Illuminate coming through. It's going to end up being a pretty easy kill, but there is the cookie. Time dilation to follow, though. Whisper, he does get clipped, actually, just on the side for another Illuminate from Karl.
Now in Dota, 18% spell damage, not just magic damage, all spells. And when you have a hero like KOTL, like... it's a lot of damage, and I like this decision too. If there were a game for Dagon, this is it. It's 9 minutes in, right? You've got triple null, fairy trinket, you're huge.
Oh my God. Stinger, yeah, I mean it is a support Pango, but ain't getting out of that. Yeah. I mean, you could just look at their lineup on paper, mid to late game, as we're going to see the Static Storm into the Ravage, and that is a dead position 1 Slark for Mr. K1.
He could just like leap your leash. So now you have this ability to offensively hunt him, but you still have to favor Void throughout the game.
Is he actually dead here?
Oh, yeah.
Solar, but it's such a sad death, just like in slow motion. He knows what's coming, but can't do anything about it.
And this is the other thing about core KOTL is like you get this huge level advantage. In a game like this, I think it's kind of necessary. The Solar Bind, like it's just so much damage.
Yeah,
Suns fan.
And with that boost to travel, he's again just a part of basically every single kill. Double kill across the map for Karl, and into the jungle he goes.
I will say it just doesn't feel.
Oh no!
fair.
Is this a replay or? I guess this is a different kill. All right, Karl is absolutely crushing right now. Man, it must be really fun to play KOTL right.
And look top. We got an egg, ready to Chrono, Whisper,
and
nice
bash is there. Egg does pop.
We're approaching 15 minutes, and we're still in the laning phase.
Yeah.
That is not the kind of game that Beastcoast want to play.
Oh, Lord. I mean, Chris is farming great, but it's a 2,500 gold discrepancy right now. As we can see the glimpse, but they get the skewer off into the duel. That's going to be the first victory of the game for Whisper. And Stinger, I believe that is the first Rolling Thunder of the game as well. 23 Savage comes to play as well. No Chronosphere, though, for another 70 seconds. Karl getting caught a little bit by Stinger, but Stinger, I should say, is all by his lonesome. The Solar Bind there. Not able to connect on the Illuminate, but looks like this is going to be yet another slow death for Stinger.
A bit of an over-rotation, to be honest, from T1. Go back to base. KOTL never goes back to base.
All right, well, there is a Mortimer's Kisses coming through. Looks like Zephyr's going to take the worst of it here. Still alive, though, as an RP onto 2. No Ravage to work with. Illuminate comes in with the cookie as well. Chris Luck attempting to get out of dodge, but it's not to be. And there's a big Chronosphere on several teammates, but more importantly, 2 enemies. And that turns into a double kill for 23 Savage. A 3 for nothing. As Stinger, I feel like we've seen this 10 times this game. Yeah. Attempting to TP out. And, all right, that's a new one. That's a new page in the book. I mean, how much different... The Null Talisman, the fact that it does that and you can clear an entire wave makes this, like, really, really good.
I think we talked about this last cast. It's just the best of the 3 build-up items.
Coming in. No, that's going to be a Phoenix kill. That's a nice pickup for Beastcoast. Second dual victory of the game. 20 damage to boot. Stinger gets the Rolling Thunder off. Looking for something. All right, gets the shield crash with that slow. Something we have yet to talk about. Okay, Static Storm is there for Zephyr. Glimpse back. Not going to save his life, so it's a 2 for nothing in Beastcoast's favor. They've expended quite a few spells here, and Karl is still in the vicinity. Chris Luck.
Oh, my God.
All right, the burst damage just out of control for Karl. And he is super fast as well. K1 on the sidelines with that Shadow Dance, trying to apply all the pressure to Karl that he can. Actually gets the pounce off for a moment. Stinger still taking some damage, but looks like he'll walk it off. In the meantime, 23 Savage starting to clean up here. 2 dead for Beastcoast. Will be 3 very shortly as Stinger takes the fall.
He is legitimately playing these team fights like he's Gandalf everywhere on the map.
Dagon 3 now online. And no, you're exactly right. Like, it's a 4K net worth lead just for KOTL alone, as Chris Luck's going to get glimpsed back into the river. Chronosphere on top of him and the Pango. They'll take one for the road. Stinger still inside Rolling Thunder, attempting to TP out.
Oh, the bash?
Oh, no bash this time. But still, 8K network lead for T1 at 18 minutes. This is a stomp and a half so far. Chris Luck, so Blink, Echo, and that's the hilarious thing is he started off the game fine. It's just the discrepancy between him and KOTL is just not remotely close. He's going to get glimpsed back into the river. 23 Savage getting protected by the egg. We see Mortimer's Kisses on the sideline. Not really going to connect on much as Dagon, another kill onto Stinger. Right, with the Chakra.
Yes, it does. No, because Chakra lowers like the cooldown on your existing spell. Yeah.
Okay.
So it would work. Oh,
RP onto 2. Got the Sunray coming through as well. Chris Luck puts him in the vicinity of the tier 2 tower as well, with a Chronosphere now to follow from 23 Savage, just cleaning up onto Schofield. Gets 2. But it is a 2 for 2 in the end of the day as T1 is now on the retreat. K1 really wants this kill on Faceless Void.
And then giggle at them as I run away. So, yeah, counter smoke. You traded a BKB for Chrono.
Oh, that is an Aghanim Scepter from afar from Mr. Snapfire. Beautifully done, and Tidehunter has taken the brunt of this damage. Well, he gets the Ravage off. He's actually surviving. Whisper has to pop the BKB and retreat. K1 attempting to get out as well. Inside his Shadow Dance, RP to save his life. Just on the KOTL, back into the fray for K1. And look at the damage now. Chris Luck and company. 23 Savage basically gets all his HP back, though. Now Chris Luck inside the kinetic field is going to get bashed down by 23 Savage. This looks so good for Beastcoast. So good. But they're going to lose 4 instead. Oh my goodness.
God. How did they win that fight on T1?
In the mid lane now. And he is starting to get more and more farm. He's going to see the Chronosphere on his teammate. That is KARL. He's going to get
gobbled him.
Okay, nice gobble from Schofield. Gets the cookie up. Can't get to the high ground though. So down he goes, but at least he saves his teammate. 23 Savage pursuing even further. Has the SNY Maelstrom. Doesn't have a ridiculous amount of damage so far, but he doesn't really need it. Double kill for KARL. Just continue to steal kills. That'll provide him a lot better opportunity to kind of go in and out. He's going to get bashed, though, into the pounce. All right, he's actually taking heavy damage, but back he goes. K1 already uses his ultimate. 23 Savage jumps in. Does not have Chrono, though. There's the Ravage, and Slark is just dead. The beginning of the fight. Goodness gracious. Beast Coast falling apart now. 12K network lead for T1. You might be right on the no KOTL death after that one.
That was very odd. He didn't have BKB. So
yeah, he used it to get away from the top.
Yeah, as soon as he gets glimpsed, he's just dead. Ector just playing with a little too much bravado considering the state of the game, and likely opens up the racks.
That's a nice skewer into the tier 3s, but a lot of the damage mitigated again. And here comes KARL from afar, doing so much magic damage, taking another kill for himself, double for KARL, and he is just on an absolute godlike streak.
What other hero in like Dota history did this sort of thing?
Yeah, like it's like 21-0,
like the Quap dominance of way back in the day. Like maybe a Tinker with the who's just taken over
in a pro match.
Like not even has this. Obviously, mid players have dominated before, but like in this manner, like I'm just blasting you off the map, killing you. Like what heroes have done this?
Nothing comes to. I'm sure there's something, but
I guess Invoker with the.
Oh, we have the Chrono. There's the Illuminate, the BKB. Well, that's from the Shard, from the press the attack, but Slark is dead again. No buyback to speak of. We have the duel coming out. Looks like they'll find 1 kill onto Zephyr, but the Dagon Express is here for KARL. Continuing to rack up those kills and, well, kill the racks as well. I could probably just go for the Ancient, as GGs are just called, actually. So, an absolute stomp from T1, and KARL did not die. I believe 21 kills is 22 kills, something. A 20 bomb, as the Counter-Strike guys would say.
KOTL mid isn't a thing in this game.
Yeah, so Beastcoast feels a bit better. Same level of catch to get a KOTL this game, right? But you know, I was thinking the same thing. Shadow Demon obviously makes great illusions out of Terrorblade. We can talk a little bit more about this in just a second. As Cocoon Company looking for Whisper. All right, Disruption to start things out. We can see the KOTL Blast on the sideline. Burrow Strike is there, but Stormbolt connects onto 2 with the Aether Remnant, keeping Whisper in place, and that's going to be First Blood, the way of T1. Like we were talking about, this is a hero like Shadow Demon. If you're able to get some farm on him, he can help a lot in a game like this, where his spells are super high value.
Hold on, hit him.
Somehow hit him. Chris Luck is going to get the last, attempting to go to the cliff, but Heavenly Grace again.
Oh no, that was just the status resist. He didn't expect it.
Yeah,
didn't have nearly enough travel. duration.
And they're going to get the kill onto Zephyr, but it's going to be a trade for Stinger. Yeah, especially Luna. Luna is crazy because Shadow Demon ends up getting so much farm actually because of those illusions.
Well, it also, like, the Purge functions through BKB, right? So you don't even have...
Yeah. Oh,
nice
Cuckoo. Yeah, gets off the stomp. Crysluck attempting to catch up there. Flame Break is there into the lasso. Looks like that's going to be the death of Cuckoo. But we have the Karl mid coming to play as well. So it's going to be a 1-for-1. They're going to try to clean up a little bit more. Crysluck attempting to TP out will be successful. So Beastcoast gets the better of that exchange.
Uh-huh.
We'll have to see. It's been a while since I've seen that as a pseudo counter. There's better counters than his. Whisper rocking out that epicenter with that lasso combination. Burrow Strike, nice layering, and that is going to be a very easy kill onto Karl.
Another Blink Stun and Silence ready to cover it.
Zephyr on the other side of the trees might get cut out here. Whisper, yep, his smoke pops. He knows somebody's there. Burrow Strike, Flame Break, and self-disruptions. 23 Savage is in the vicinity, but doesn't really want to commit. Looks like, okay, I take that back. Global Silence is there, though. Stinger, he'll take a couple right clicks, but just walk it off. Savage ends up popping that God Strength, wants to take out Whisper. Looks like he'll do so pretty easily. And now Crysluck is next on the menu, but he's taking a lot of damage from these illusions. There's the Guardian Angel as Whitemon's finally joined this fight. K1 gets used up, no Aether Remnant available, but there's the Doom, the first one of the game, I do believe, but the Stormbolt does not connect onto the Terrorblade. They'll have to take out Schofield instead. The Terrorblade continuing to just get away. Aether Remnant, oh my god, all right, that was definitely enough damage. Double kill for Karl. So after a pretty decent start for Beastcoast, they lose 4.
Flame Break damage, what in the hell? Again, dies with Midas off cooldown. Poor Cuckoo.
What are you hoping to find on him now? We've seen BKB, obviously, but this game against the Doom kind of weird as
Whitemon,
initiation. Cuckoo gets disrupted by his teammate. Here comes the epicenter. Yep, he's going to get it off in time, and Whitemon's going to drop as a result. So it's a double kill for Beastcoast. Zephyr with that Dust of Appearance. Whisper gets off one more Burrow Strike, falls shortly after.
You're playing against a Sven, and maybe you feel more comfortable. It really is a player comfort thing. Like when Quincy Crew picks this up, it's almost always MSS that's going to be playing it for similar reasons.
Oh, Crysluck.
Good initiation.
In here, yep. Stormbolt's there. Global Silence to follow. Karl in the thick of things. 23 Savage still has that God Strength up. Whitemon not able to get his Guardian Angel out. Just gets blown up in the meantime. And the Firefly into the trees. He believe he's pig-pulled as well. Sven disrupted. Going to keep him alive a little bit longer. Stormbolt's going to finish off Stinger. But shortly after, Sven does take a tumble. So nice rotation from Beastcoast.
I would watch EG not play Dota, but compete in like the 3-legged race.
Yeah.
You know?
No, that's true. All right, we're going to see the Burrow Strike. Epicenter, actually, Global Silence to follow. Epicenter finally goes off, but he's next to an entire creep wave, so not a whole lot of damage done. Oh, we're seeing Will-O-Wisp for the first time this game, so a lot of farm coming the way of the KOTL. Whitemon disrupted, already got the Guardian Angel off. As everybody trying to maneuver their way around the Ignis Fatus. Crysluck getting bursted down by both Savage and Karl. Now Stinger looks to be next on the list, basically out of mana right now. Oh, gets the Glimmer Cape off, juking around the trees. They destroy most of the trees. There's the dust, and Stinger will be swiftly brought down.
Well done. I mean, you can see the power of the silence. Oh, wait, Schofield?
It's not done, apparently. 23 Savage finds Schofield in the trees. Blinding Light.
Oh, not this again.
Yeah, Zephyr, he does have...
Oh, no. 23
he doesn't have a pig pole. There's no way he's getting out of this. But there are a bunch of trees to maneuver around.
Oh, no.
And but finds his way to 23 Savage.
They have one on Savage yet. Yes, they do.
It's interesting. We've been seeing a lot of these fights, and see Zephyr gets lasso, but there's the Stonebolt. Keep him in place, and Crysluck is just done.
Look at his team. Where is he?
Yeah, that was a miscommunication for sure. Big-time tips coming through as well. Stinger getting chased by Karl in the trees. And 23 Savage. Oh, all right. I guess Karl just wants it for himself. That's pretty good. It's not like Nature's Prophet Treants, which you can't buy anything with. Oh, Whisper. Epicenter incoming with the Will-O-Wisp. He's canceling the animation over and over, but there comes the Global Silence. Oh, he instantly gets destroyed by 23 Savage. Absolute beauty on the BKB timing. And they're going to find Schofield as well. That's going to be a buyback onto the KOTL, though. Zephyr will take a tumble, so it's a 2-for-1. And Crysluck on the high ground. 23 Savage has to try to TP out. Looks like he'll be successful, though. And into the pit, potentially, Beastcoast will go. Karl, still in the vicinity, though. Has the Yules. Aether Remnant to follow. And will Astral step to safety.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Cuckoo just kind of forced out of the fight. Did not get a chance to use his Doom.
You see a smoke here from T1. Karl's already used both Astral Steps, just wants to find this Bat Rider. He'll do so, but the Global Silence with the Will-O-Wisp from the side, but Savage coming in. The Doom applied as well. They're putting everything on this Chris Luck, and he will go down.
Oh, wait, K1? Okay. No BKB.
Center, Burrow Strike. Oh, but there's the Heavenly Grace. Beautifully timed again. The K1's going to get turned on potentially. 23 Savage trying to TP out. What? Successful. The Burrow Strike is a little bit too late. So away he goes. And this is exactly what we were talking about. T1 is very happy with that one kill. And if they can get out, they'll be satisfied. Cuckoo might have to sacrifice himself, though.
Again, Midas off cooldown. Not like this. Like, if he's died those extra times, the gold lead is not in their possession, and you're terrified of the Terrorblade.
This would be a huge kill. Astral Step, Stormbolt. He's dead again. Dieback, 100 seconds.
And they've utilized it, and they're winning fights pretty consistently. But T1, like, they're taking everything Beastcoast gives them. You make a mistake against us, we will abuse it. And
okay. K1 actually uses a BKB. That's a little bit surprising considering the Aegis is almost out here. Another minute or so. But he gets a Sunder onto Karl, which means Karl needs to get the hell out of here. But like you said, Bat Rider's still on the sideline. Savage is ready to go. Blinks in with the God Strength. Now, that's going to be a long chase. They're just kiting the crap out of him now. But they are able to get Schofield. So T1 looking very good here. Takes out a Curry with that cleave.
Stinger?
And Stinger will be the sacrifice as well. So they get something out of it, does T1.
What are you posturing for? Why are you even considering taking a team fight? You didn't have meta. Like, there's no scenario where this is going to end well for you.
Yeah, we have Aghanim Scepter actually on Sven here. We have the Burrow Strike Epicenter again into the lasso. Looks like this is going to be the death of 23 Savage potentially, but he does get off a Stormbolt onto the high ground. He goes K1 able to get the Sunder off successfully, back to full HP, and Karl just cleaning up the back line. Whitemon finally takes a tumble, but that is to the K1 right click. 5 stacks of Shadow Poison, no Sunder up for another 30 seconds as the chase is on. Beast Coast want to continue. Remember, Bat Rider is up. His long slumber.
That's so annoying. And now, post BKB, you're going to have the ability to go toe-to-toe and prevent Sunder.
Oh, there's the Global Silence with the lasso into the Epicenter Burrow Strike. Is this going to be enough to take out 23 Savage? He gets a Stormbolt up onto the high ground with the BKB activated. There's the Guardian Angel. He somehow lives throughout all of that. They used everything, and now T1 just resetting a bit here. Another nice Burrow Strike. That's the Aghanim Scepter, but already 2 dead for Beast Coast. And now the Doom applied to the Terrorblade.
He's TPing in.
And he is just going to get dropped like a rock. Double kill for Karl. Just amazing counter initiation from T1.
It is cool. Like, it's an interesting concept, this idea that, like, level 25 talents are things to play for.
Yeah.
If you remember, like, before all the changes to how, like, Cataclysm functioned with Invoker, like, I remember Miracle saying, like, on Invoker, I play for 25.
Oh, and Cuckoo jumps in with the BKB. They were trying to go for Roche, but they're just going to blow up the KOTL instead. The Global Silence to follow, but Whisper in the vicinity has the Epicenter ready to go. K1's already popped his BKB. Whitemon, look at this stun to dissimulate. Karl's just wreaking so much havoc, and there's the Stormbolt with that ult from 23 Savage trying to go with the Doom on top of poor K1. Nothing you can do about that. 3 for 1, make it 4, triple kill for Karl. Into the Roche pit they go. Second Roche, that means Shard. No doubt about it.
When you consider, again, Tundra, when they ran this bad against Void Spirit, like, 9 just straight up took over the game. And that's what you have to do to win games. He's on the high ground, isn't he?
Aether Remnant as well, and that is going to be an easy start to the fight for T1. And K1 attempting to get out, pops that BKB. Now we'll try to man mode against 23 Savage, which is going to try to reset. There's the Global Silence. You can see the lasso on the side as well. They're actually doing a lot of damage, but that is just the Aegis. Guardian Angel already expended for Whitemon. And now Sven, now that he's back, he does not have God Strength, so using that Stormbolt to try to position himself to the other side of the fight, but Chris Luck dies again in the midst of things. Buys back into the game. We have Doom applied to the Terrorblade. Can they actually finish him off, though? Dissimulate to follow Cuckoo, attempting to continue this chase here. There's a Centaur with 23 Savage and that Stormbolt. So close to the fountain. He actually just stands still, but there's the big Sunder right after the Doom wears off, and 23 Savage looks like he's going to go down, but it will be another trade. Terrorblade falls. Did have buyback for a moment, but must have bought something because he doesn't now. Interesting. Either way, T1 having to buy back on a couple of their heroes as well. Chris Luck, this is going to be a dieback if he's able to get taken out by both Whitemon and Karl. But I think they bit up a little bit too much here. Dissimulate to the other side. Zephyr still in the midst of things. And Karl still has the Astral Step, so should be okay. Actually just turning this around. A little bit of miscommunication there. Not the greatest of layering. Schofield using the Ignis Fatuus for cover, but he's taking 4 Shadow Poison stacks here. And Zephyr Now he's surrounded by Chris Luck. Looks like he's just going to get burned to the ground. So, Beastcoast technically hold.
He'll go back in. Yeah, you got to get the hell out of there. I love that.
Oh, he's not stopping. Oh, can't find the angle for the stun, but it's the silence with the simulate there. And Astral Step, Dagon. Another. All right, that's actually. Oh, he missed it!
Oh, no!
He missed it! There's the lasso! Oh, no! Karl! A little bit too cocky there. He just had to click. Yep, 16K net worth now for T1. As you can see, it's dwindling just a bit as a result of this one mistake. It's a little bit too cocky. Still, only 15 seconds left on the death timer. 23 Savage able to take out a ward here. Taking out some creeps as well. There's the initiation on his Zephyr. They really want this Shadow Demon. Don't believe he has a buyback either because he used it in the last fight.
Well, they got the Doom.
Down he goes. But yeah, the Doom on top of the TB, but they can't find anything more. They can't actually finish him off. 23 Savage looking for him, but it looks like it's not going to happen here. Gets off the Stormbolt. All right, that was the Lincoln Supplies. A missed Burrow Strike from Whisper. In the meantime, Chris Luck dying on the sideline as Karl has come back to play. Not going to bother to simulate this time.
Ooh.
No timing issues. Exactly. A one-man army, essentially. Oh, Karl jumps into the base. There's so much mobility with this shard. It's actually insane.
Yeah.
Now, 23 Savage gets that God Strength off, and their target is KOTL with the Dagon. Karl takes him out. Burrow Strike, though, from Whisper. What? Immediate Heavenly Grace again from Whitemon. My goodness. You get replays of this guy over and over and over. But there, the initiation on the K1. He still has the Sunder, but there's the silence to follow. Stormbolt as well. That's going to be a huge kill. No buyback, and that should do it. T1, just on a different level this